Hey everyone, I'm Sumya Kavarkar and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to develop a website for an organization called the Tree Org. Of course, this name is a made up name. I just came up with the name for a website. Basically, in this two-part series, what I want to show you is how to actually design a website and then code the website. So in the first part in this video, we are going to first design the website in Adobe Illustrator, and in the next part, we are going to actually build the website in HTML and CSS. So let's get started. Just on a side note, these are all the animations and the music. These are all created by me. So now let's hop into the screen of my laptop and we'll be doing all the stuff there. So we are on my desktop. Let's fire on the Adobe Illustrator. Just to give you an overview of what the website is all about. The website is about trees, the tree org, and what we want as a developer to build is a greenish green background, green colored, green themed website for this organization, so-called organization. So of course you have to wait for some time for Adobe Illustrator to run. So we are going to use basically Bootstrap for designing. So at this moment in Adobe Illustrator, we are not going to actually use the grid layout and all. We are just going to give the overview of how the website should look. We are not going to actually create the grids and all in Adobe Illustrator. Actually, that is the right way to do. First create the grid system in Adobe Illustrator, and which is according to the Bootstrap 4, and then build everything, design everything according to that. But that is not what we are going to do. We are just going to create an overview of the web design, that how the website should look like. So let's come up here. uh, we are just going to create the landing page. We are not going to create the complete website, just the landing page. We are going to create, we are going to here first select web large 1920 by 1080, that is 1080p. We are going to name it something, web design 01, because this is our first video. We are going to come up with many more videos like this where I'll be showing you actually how to design and code the websites. So just wait for a second to load it up. Now basically what we want is at the right, at the top here we will be having the navbar of Bootstrap. At the very bottom we'll be having the developed by section, basically the copyright section, the developed by some company name, which will be of course my company's name here. And right here at the center we want some text here. So basic landing page stuff. uh, Welcome to the tree org, and some lorem ipsum text, and start a project or see portfolio button. So when we click on the button, we will be sent somewhere, but of course we are not going to go for the functionality. So for the background I need a greenish uh, image. So we are going to head up to unsplash.com and we are going to search for leaves. So what kind of leaves I'm searching for? Which should be darkish, the image should be darkish so that we can highlight all the text that we are writing. So like this image is very bright and the text will not pop up, so we are not using such an image. Let's go down. We'll search for a better image which is darkish in color. Of course we can change the colors of all of these in Photoshop or so, but we are not going to go so long. So this image looks good to me. We are just going to download for free and wait for it to be downloaded. So basically unsplash.com is one of the best websites for free images and textures, because um, they are royalty free. You don't have to pay for it. Now here it says thanks to this guy, we may or we may not, but that's up to us. If we want, we may not. So what we are going to do is we are going to first uh, paste it in a document, in a folder. So on my desktop I already have a web designs folder created here. We don't want this one. We are going to paste this image and we are just going to rename it BG so that it's easy to be targeted when we'll be using it in HTML and CSS. So this is how the image looks like and it's pretty cool, I would say. Let's close it down and we will just bring the image in Adobe Illustrator. It's too big, too huge, we don't want that. So what we are basically going to do is, in the properties panel we are just going to tell it the width and the height. So it is 1920 and height is 1080, right? So when we'll be developing this website in HTML and CSS, we are going to use cover as the fitting, as the size. So it may not look exactly the same right here when we'll be developing in the website, but right for now this much is pretty good. Now we are going to lock this layer, lock this image at least, not the layer. Then we are going to go for the navbar section. I think this much would do, and we would try to give it a color of green. Let's see if we can pick it up from here. So I'm searching for a bright green color or medium green color. So this one would do, I think. Yes. And now we are going to decrease the opacity to 80%, I think, if it looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool, but the color is not right, so we'll be searching for some other color. This one, I think we can just decrease or increase the brightness and also increase saturation. uh, yeah, this one looks cool. We'll be just taking this color from the color picker when we'll be developing it in HTML and CSS. So we want the name of the website, the tree org. If you cannot see it, we'll first increase the size and we're going to use my most favorite um, font, Montserrat, and we'll be using the bold version. And for the color we'll be going for a white color for the title, the brand name. Let's skip it here. Right now we are not going for the positioning and all. We are not creating the bootstrap grid of 12 columns and all. We are just going to look for how it should look, I mean the overview. And then we want the section for all the other things. Let's say we have home and we'll be directly giving spaces 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, about us 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and contact us, and we'll be changing the color to white. We will be decreasing the font size, also changing it to medium, and place it right here. Cool. I think the font can be decreased even more. 30 would be good enough. And cool. And for the home we are just going to change the color, uh, just so that it looks that it is uh, selected, right? So it is the active uh, toggle section. We don't want this. What is that there? Now we are going to lock all of these just so that we don't accidentally mess up right there. Now we want a text section right here in the middle. Welcome. If you cannot see it, I'll just first change the color to white, and welcome to the tree org. I want the tree org to be of bold type and also increase the font size. 80ish would do. We'll increase the font size for this also. This much is good enough, I think. And we want some lorem, some text right here. We are going to decrease the size to about this much. It's good enough. And also change the color to green. Now this green is not looking good. I think we should be going for the lighter green, right? And again the text is too long, so we don't want so much of text, we just want this much. And also we want to change the styling to medium so that it's not too much hurting to the eyes. And we're just going to bring it a little bit down. I think that looks cool. Still the text is too long. We'll see if we can decrease the text to this much. Cool. Now again we are going to lock this layer, lock this one just so that we do not mess it up. And now we want a button. We'll make it this color, or this one also would do, but this is good, I think. And we want complete round corners, and in the text we will be writing down C portfolio, and we will be coloring it white. Good. And I'll just place it here, and we will bring everything down right here. Now again we are going to do all of this in uh, bootstrap, using bootstrap, so we are not just at the moment going for the grid system and all and the responsiveness. This website will be responsive, but right now not so. We just want to get through the overall idea of how the design should look like. Now at the bottom we want the name of developer, so this much, and we'll be giving it a dark black color. And we'll again change the opacity down to 80% or 75%, just so that a little bit of the background image shows up. And we'll be writing down DSIG designed by Agarkar Media. If you don't know what Agarkar Media is, it's the company which I run, and I'm trying to build it, grow it. So if I have any work related to graphic designing and website designing, then you can contact me on my website agarkarmedia.com. So cool. And we'll be coloring it almost dark green, a dark light green, just so that it's not too much hurting the eyes. And then we'll bring it down holding shift right here. Cool. So overall I think it's looking pretty well. We'll be changing the colors and we'll be seeing if we can change the colors so that they look good, but right now all of this is looking very well. Just to have a overview the look, first of all we'll first save it, in the so on the desktop in web design and web design 1 we are going to save the Adobe Illustrator file, and we are also going to export an image of it so that we can see it full screen. Here is export for screens, artboard 1. We'll change the location to desktop, web design 1, and JPEG, and export artboard. So that's it. This is how it looks like. Let me take myself out of the screen. So this is how it looks like, and I think the green color is right now, this green color is right now too harsh to the eyes, but it pretty well catches the attention, so it's good, it gets the job done just because it catches the attention. So this is what you have developed in this video. In the next video we are going to hop on to HTML and CSS. I'll be using Visual Studio Code as an IDE for developing this website. In HTML and CSS we'll be using Bootstrap 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to download the Bootstrap from the website. I'll be showing you how to download the Bootstrap from website, and then code in HTML and CSS, and we'll be doing all of this in the next video. So see you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling and keep learning.